My dearest Raimu, we all knew this day would come. Death does not wait for when we are ready to receive it. When our time is up, it is up, and we must do all we can to make this easy. For my very first cough all those weeks ago, I knew it was my turn. I have come to terms with this, and I hope you do the same. We are all beings of energy. When we die, our spirits help guide and support the life we leave behind. So please know, my Raimu, that my spirit will always walk beside you. You are a very special person. Remember everything I taught you, and keep yourself safe. Do not live thinking about what I would do. Think about your future and what you want. Live for yourself, find your own footing, and carve your own path. The greatest illusion of this world is the illusion of separation. Things you think are separate and different are one and the same. We are all one people, but we live as if divided. Be strong, be smart, see the connections in everything around you. You're our you.
As I'm walking back from the funeral, I can only think of one thing. Years ago, how you told me that he wouldn't tattoo his back until he discovered something he really wanted. He was always picky like that. It had taken him until age 94 to figure out what that was. A vast, endless sky full of stars. I had just started the tattoo last month. And then he started to cough. So today, this morning, I buried him with an unfinished sky. Not vast, not endless, only line work, half-healed and still swollen. The skin reflects our personalities, he said. And apparently I was soft. I pretended to be jaded, he would say, but I was squishy and impressionable. I bleed easy. Unlike me, he was covered in scars, drenched in them. And it's hard to tattoo over scars. It hurts more. It takes more time. The ink won't stick to the skin, but despite that, he loved the world, and he loved art, and he would sit through extreme pain for hours if it meant showing that love. It would have taken years to tattoo a whole sky onto his scarred back. He made his choice too late. He died 2 weeks ago, but I was left behind with very specific burial instructions. I was his only surviving family. It was a laborious 2-week process, one that every prying eye in this neighborhood wanted to get involved in. So much of our lives here in Ba Sing Se had been simple. Some might say mysterious. Hao Yu and I had little in the way of friends, even if Hao Yu was 10 times more social than me. We had our own traditions, our own rituals, our own secrets, our own way of life. The town freak and the old man that took her in. The pair that broke the law against tattoos openly, but never hurt a soul, and somehow always made it out of trouble. It was unsurprising that everyone wanted to stick a hand in Hao Yu's ashes. No one ever had been able to get a read on us. And now was their only chance. Especially since everyone was waiting for me to go next. Because what would happen to me now without him? What would happen to poor little Raimu, so quiet and blank and empty? Without her keeper, what would the waiting tiger do?
I must be better than I thought. Not a single stand at this market has noticed how much I've snuck under my cloak. At this rate, I'll be eating like the Earth King himself. There is one downside, though. I was so focused on getting to Ba Sing Se that I forgot I need somewhere to stay in Ba Sing Se. I definitely don't have enough money for an inn, and I absolutely don't want to get caught for breaking and entering. So I guess trespassing will be my answer. An abandoned house still has a roof, you know. Could be worse.
The last thing I remember from last night's fight is my face slamming into the ground. When they asked if I was an earthbender, I didn't realize they'd be putting me in the ring with someone who can throw boulders. My sand bending's about as impressive as a turtle duck trying to attack an eelhound. 12 hours and one ice wrap later, and I'm dragging my exhausted self to the first store I see with a hiring sign in the window. I didn't come to Ba Sing Se with a lot, but losing those duels put me further in the negative than I'd like to admit, so I guess I'm stuck working for minimum wage for now.
Today I learned that it takes one whole week for a boat to travel from the North Pole to the closest port in Ba Sing Se. Then I learned that it takes another week to get to the city in a cart pulled by ostrich horses. This is officially the furthest I've ever been away from home. The rest of the people in my tour group are more of the, elderly variety, so I'm keeping mostly to myself. But I'm loving every second of it. I've never seen so much dirt in my life, and I've never seen so much new food.
Raimu finally arrives home at a tea shop. She walks inside the tea shop, locks the door behind her, and looks around this expansive, empty space that has not had a customer in a hot minute, thanks to her mentor's passing. Raimu walks upstairs to where the tattoo studio is and also where her living space is. This entire place is where she has spent the last 15 years of her life. The tea shop downstairs is a front for the tattoo shop that exists upstairs, and her mentor lived upstairs. She walks to the area of the upstairs that is like the bedroom, and she's instantly uncomfortable and disturbed by how empty it is, and specifically how empty How Yu's side is. She opens a window, she undresses for the evening, she sits down in front of a beautiful shrine for her mentor, And she's about to get started meditating when suddenly her cat owl, Kyoko, flies in through the window with something in its claws. It drops a little scroll, a letter, onto Raimu's lap. The only person who would communicate with Raimu using Kyoko was her mentor, so she's very thrown off for a second. But then they open the letter and they see that it has an address on it. Just a random address that luckily happens to be in this specific ring and not too far away, really, but it's just an address. And then a drawing of a box. And that's it. That's all the letter has and says. Kyoko has settled on the bed, is curling up. She's knocking out. Raimu is left confused, and she's just staring at this letter. The incense on the shrine is burning down as her meditation time has now turned into confusion time, I guess is the best way to say that. They eventually decide, though, that they are going to go to the address tomorrow, mainly because they have nothing to lose. They assume that they are supposed to find this box, and maybe there's this like deep part of her that really hopes that somehow her mentor is involved in this. She cremated his body today. She knows he's not here, but she somehow hopes there's something about this, that there's just like a little piece of him left in the world. And so she wants to find this box. She wants to go to this address. She wants to know what's happening. She doesn't really have much else anymore. And she hates how empty this house is. And she knows she's not going to be able to sleep tonight. The next morning, she wakes up. I say wake up in quotations because she definitely didn't sleep, but she gets up. She gets dressed. She does her morning routine on the roof of the tea shop. There are morning exercises that she used to do every single day at the behest of her mentor. She has still done them every single morning. You do them right at sunrise. She does her morning routine. So she folds up a paper crane, heads to the roof of the tea shop, does her exercises, climbs back down, gathers Kyoko, eats a very small, hesitant breakfast. She's not really had any appetite over the last 2 weeks. And then she heads out. Raimu walks up to the abandoned house. She sees that the door is hanging off of its hinges. The windows are mostly shattered. It definitely hasn't been lived in for a very, very long time. It doesn't necessarily look safe or stable. She still goes in, though, with Kyoko very close by. She opens the door using her staff just to make sure nothing will collapse on her by moving something. And when nothing happens, and it seems like it's relatively safe to enter, she does. She looks around, and the first thing she notices is that there is still furniture here. And this place was definitely lived in, and it seems like it was left in rather a hurry. It's one of those abandoned houses where you can see it's a little bit stuck in time. Everything in it is dated, but not too dated. And everything is messy and covered in a layer of dust, but it's not too destroyed. It's obviously been lived in. It's a house that used to be a house, be a home.
And this house that was once a home is still a home. For what Raimu doesn't know is that upstairs, Amera has been just staking out the place, living where she can. This is her current residence. Aura is sleeping soundly by her side, having trained herself to be hypervigilant in situations like these. She hears
the door open downstairs and immediately jolts awake. She quietly climbs to the ground. Climbs to the ground?
This is exactly what it's like when I'm recording. Those are like monologues before the Moon Mirror episode. I'll be like, so and so does this. Hold up. That's stupid. They don't do that.
She shoots awake and she quietly.
You can be like, she crawls out of her bedroll and like, do you want to hide in like a closet?
Sure, you know?
It's a metaphor, guys.
She jolts awake and she climbs out of her bedroll onto the floor and quietly maneuvers herself into a nearby closet, giving Aura, who has woken up from the sudden movement of her master, gives her a silent order to also hide somewhere in the house, but also to keep a close eye on whatever may come up the stairs next.
Raimu takes her time exploring the downstairs. The letter did not specify what she was here for, and honestly, she doesn't even understand why she came, but she's here, and she takes the time to look around. There is not much. There's moldy food in the kitchen. There is a bathroom that is completely like hollowed out. There is nothing really on the bottom floor of this house, but this house is 2 stories. So Raimu gently climbs up the stairs on her tiptoes, very careful to try to stay light on her feet so that, God forbid, the stairs don't collapse under her as she walks. She's also staying as silent as she can, just in case. Last thing you want to do is wake up whatever could be living here. When she makes it to the top of the stairs, she looks around and just sees an empty hallway and 2 closed bedroom doors. But Kyoko perks up and looks at the one door on the 2nd floor that is open. The cat owl smells something.
Amera waits breathlessly in the closet, silently hoping that whatever or whoever has come into her current dwelling is, one, not the Dai Li, and 2, not somebody that wants to harm her. Aura currently is hiding underneath a dresser in the room, keeping a vigilant eye out, and the Falcon Fox is ready to pounce at any sight of an intruder.
Raimu takes Kyoko's alertness as a sign to 1, check it out, and 2, be extremely on the defensive. She starts walking towards the room slowly. She doesn't see anything, and she doesn't hear anything, but Kyoko is getting a lot more agitated the closer she gets. And eventually Kyoko jumps off of Raimu's shoulder and starts to kind of waddle on the floor herself. She waddles into the room and she's trying to sniff something out. She's keeping her snout really close to the floor, trying to find something. And at this point, Raimu is kind of dismissing it. This could be anything from a dead rat to, food left behind. This could mean absolutely nothing. But then Raimu hears a small creak from somewhere in the room. And instantly Raimu's senses heighten. Raimu just feels it, that kind of burning feeling you get on the back of your neck when you feel like you're being stared at, Raimu just knows in an instant that she is not alone.
She darts out of the closet to the side of the door next to its hinges, so when it swings open, she is not to be seen. Aura moves herself into a defensive position next to her, and Amera prepares to light a fire should the worst come to be.
When Raimu walks in, she pushes the door open just a little. Not enough, but just a little to let herself in. And she sees that this room is a bedroom. It was definitely a bedroom before, but now it is still in use. There is a clean bedroll on the floor. There is something that looks distinctly not decayed in the room. Despite the broken window and the dust and the cobwebs and just the general smell of wood rot, there is a fresh bed here. Kyoko is still, crawling around the floor and sniffing, and Kyoko's kind of following this trail on the ground that leads in a big zigzag around the room. And Raimu turns around and doesn't see anything yet, but she sees Kyoko starting to sniff the floor in the direction of the door she just came through. She raises her staff across her body. Defensive, not offensive, but very, very cautious. Or she goes to move the door.
When the door closes and Amira sees someone that is not the Daily and not someone who would have been sent to get her, her fire dies out immediately, not wanting to reveal that aspect to, just anyone. Amira becomes a lot more relaxed seeing the person that had just come into the room. This new person was covered in tattoos and wielded a staff. So, in Amira's mind, they couldn't be that dangerous to her. Her own body language softens. She relaxes a little bit. And in doing so, Aura, who was on edge, ready to attack, also calms a little. Her fur softens down, and her ears, still pinned backwards, are less angry and more curious now.
Raimu does not relax, but it's very unclear if she ever relaxes. So this is not new. Kyoko, for certain, does not back down. She starts to screech and panic. She does not like the fact there's another animal there, even if the other animal is extremely calm. So Kyoko panics and flies out the broken window of the house. Raimu knows she'll come back when she's ready, so Raimu's not worried. If anything, Raimu's a little bit more confused seeing this girl in front of her. Did you send me a letter?
I'm sorry, a letter? Amira is immediately thrown off. She doesn't know exactly what this other person meant, but having seen the cat owl fly recklessly out the broken window, she could only assume that this person's mental state might not be
No, get him! So you did not send me a letter. Do you know who else in this house would send me a letter?
Well, for starters, I don't think there's anyone else in this house, unless my dear Aura here has done a poor job of finding me a person free place to squat in.
How long have you been staying here?
Oh, a few days or so, the time really flies.
Do you mind if I break down some doors?
Well, I guess I could always find another place to stay, but doors on the inside don't really matter much.
Perfect,
Then,
thank you. Raimu turns
okay.
around and immediately goes into the hallway and goes to kick in one of the closed doors in the hallway.
Amera, completely befuddled by this new person who has just. I'm sorry, I need a minute to process.
Right? I love her!
I forgot how much I love Raimu.
My lesbian!
She's just so neurodivergent.
No!
Amira decides that, maybe it would be nice to have a friend in all this. Maybe less of a friend and more of a case study. Amira, she tells Aura to stay and follows closely behind this very interesting person, just intrigued by every move they make. So, what you're saying is you got a letter that directed you to this house?
The letter had this address and the drawing of a box. I think I came for the box. But you didn't send the letter, so you aren't really gonna help me. Thank you, though. Raimu walks into the room of the door she just kicked down, and it is another bedroom. Vacant, empty, doesn't matter. So Raimu walks out and moves immediately on to the next room, where she goes to kick down another door, this time leading her into a bathroom. And this bathroom is overgrown with beautiful green vines and flowers. It's like nature has reclaimed just this room. And the bathtub up here is full of water and full of koi fish. Raimu turns around, just scanning the hallway. Have you seen a box?
I've seen plenty of boxes.
Hmm.
Is there one in particular that you're looking for that you could maybe, I don't know, describe to me, show to me?
Raimu pulls out the letter and shows it to this random person. It's a round box. I don't know anything else about it.
Well, I can't say that I've seen it, but I really have only been using this place to shelter me overnight. I haven't really, gone looking for anything in particular. Amira is lying. Amira is lying to this poor person's face. Amira did the most thorough sweep of this space as soon as she decided to squat here to, just find things that might be able to help her, that she could sell, just to get a little further in her journey. However, she hasn't seen this box. So, it's not entirely a lie that she doesn't know what this box is, but the rest of the lie helps keep her clean for the most part.
Raimu steps into the bathroom, looking around, looking down at the koi, confused. She sees that beautiful lotus flowers have started to blossom in the water of the bathtub, and she suddenly has the realization that the box on the letter looks like a box to hold tea. She walks out of the bathroom, looks at the girl with her, and says, "I'm going to the kitchen now." And instead of gently walking down the stairs, Raimu swings herself over the banister and swings herself down instead of touching the stairs, landing on the bottom surprisingly gracefully, staff still in hand, and walks to the kitchen.
Amera doesn't have time to say anything in response as the person just leaps over the banister with little to no effort. Amira stands there, just stunned into silence. She hasn't had good entertainment in such a long time, and following this person might be more. Might make her life a little more difficult, sure, but she'll be having fun along the way. Amira calls Aura to her side and heads down the stairs into the kitchen. I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Amira. I think I could help you out, you know? I'm used to getting into small places, being rather quiet, and other stealthy things like that if you need the hand.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm trying to find a box. But thank you. Raimu turns around, walks into the kitchen, and starts to just absolutely ravage the cabinets, reaching in there and just pulling stuff out and yanking stuff to the floor. Most of it's molded and most of it's gross. So she's just trying to get it in and out fast, you know, but she's trying to find this freaking tea box. During the process of her tearing apart these cabinets and digging and looking, one of the cabinets just collapses off of the wall. Rotted wood, rusty nails, whatever it was. The cabinet falls with a huge crash and reveals a large hole in the wall. But instead of leading to the back of the house, a back alley, anything like that, it leads to another room. A room that very much had no indicator it was there. No door, nothing. And now there's just a hole in the wall leading there.
More questions start to pop up in her head. How did that get there? How did she not notice it? What does this person know that she doesn't? And for the first time in Amira's life, she doesn't know what to say.
Without any hesitation, Raimu just climbs onto the counter and starts to crawl through the hole in the wall to this spare room. She lands on the floor and she sees that this room is pristine despite the state of the rest of the house. It is a surprisingly clean, nice, and organized room. The room only has 2 pieces of furniture in it. There's a single cushioned seat and a small wooden table with the round tea box on top of it. Raimu goes to grab it. She does, and she turns around to leave when she notices that the wall she has broken through has a giant map of all of Ba Sing Se on it. The inner ring, the outer ring, the middle ring, everything. Streets, creeks, bridges, the gates between the rings, everything is labeled. And there are certain locations marked, about 10 of them total, with a little symbol on it. She just goes to climb back through the wall, land on the kitchen floor, stand up, look at the person she now knows as Amera. I'll be going now. I'm sorry for destroying your house.
Uh, well, well, I, I didn't catch your name. I
Raimu.
Well, Raimu, um, I believe we might be able to offer each other, uh, great things. Like, you seem to have just a brute strength about you, and I, uh, well, not very strong, know my way around things. I have, quite the mind, if I do say so myself. Uh, and, well, this place, I don't really need it anymore. I'll be able to find something else for myself.
Can you help me with something?
Well, sure. What may that be?
And Raimu and Amira walk back to Raimu's tea house with 2 buckets full of the koi fish from upstairs.
Dune wasn't happy when he found the candle shop as like one of the only places with a help wanted sign on the front, and at least a place that wouldn't ask a lot of questions because he didn't want to answer a lot of questions um, about like why he was there and like, all the formal job stuff. So he was happy to have a job, somewhere small, but, you know, it wasn't the nicest like place. It was a tiny little candle shop. It was nice as in it was like sanitary, but it wasn't like anything fancy. Is kind of just sweeping off the porch, and like it looks like he's really like angry. Like his like brow is furrowed, and like he looks like he's like contemplating something like really like tough. Like he's like something just got on his nerves a second ago, but he's inside he's just chilling. He's not really like feeling any type of way other than typical work irritation. Dune is just idly looking around as he's working. Um it's not like for any reason, like he's not taking note of anything, but he does see the 2 people struggling with water barrels going up to the tea shop, and he looks confused, just puzzled, because that's just not something you see every day. He can't imagine why you would need to bring koi fish inside. They typically belong in a pond, and it doesn't look like there's any space out back for koi fish. So I think he's just taking note of it as something that's strange that's happening around him.
The granddaughter of the owner of this candle shop that has employed you, Dune, she walks out on the porch and she looks like she's about to say something really excited to you. She's probably been actually talking to you on and off all morning. She's a very bright, excited, like 18-year-old girl who's never left Ba Sing Se. And so whenever she meets someone who's like cool and has done stuff in his life, like she gets so excited. She wants to talk. All she wants to do is talk. And she walks out on the porch right at the same time that you see those 2 random people carrying the koi fish buckets And she, like, catches herself right before she starts talking and then immediately turns to you, Dune. Will you go over there with me?
Dune kind of squints because he can't imagine why he would need to, but he sets the broom aside and nods.
I want to take over a bunch of stuff. Can you just carry all of it?
How much are we talking?
3 large boxes. Later, Dune and Xiang are standing on the porch of Raimu's tea shop. Xiang knocks. Raimu upstairs, who is pouring koi fish into her bathtub, turns to Amera. Can you get that?
Sure, yeah. Were you expecting anyone?
No, never. Can you go get that?
Sorry. Me the fuck too. Me the fuck too, Raimu.
All I've done tonight is make Suffer laugh with autism, raw autism.
She walks down the stairs and just opens the door without a care.
Does Raimu have a friend?
Well, I'd like to say so at the very least.
Xiang motions for Dune to go inside and set all the boxes down somewhere, but Xiang is instantly taken with Amira and is much more opening and welcome than Raimu will ever be. Xiang takes Amira's hands and is like, oh my god, like, I'm so happy that she has a friend. Who are you? What's your name? Tell me everything. And Xiang leaves Dune to just figure it out.
Dune looks around the space and is trying to find a place to set the boxes down that won't be a complete inconvenience. Probably somewhere near a wall or something. Yeah, so Dune takes time to like look around the tea shop and see what the vibe is and where he's walked into, but he doesn't think for very long about like its occupants or its history.
Amira, absolutely overjoyed that someone has some modicum of social awareness, has introduced themselves to her. She responds very happily. Oh, well, my name's Amira. I just met Raimu today, but, I think we're going to be very, very good friends.
There are so many people in my house right now. Raimu walked down the stairs looking at everyone in the tea shop, just confused. Raw confusion.
Well, Raimu, I've just met Xiang. Did she say that she was from the candle place next door, or did she not say anything about that?
She probably would have said something. She's nice and talkative and introduces herself.
Okay,
unlike
perfect.
what Amira has experienced this morning.
Well, I've just met Xiang, and she said she's from the candle place next door.
I know who Xiang is.
Amira blinks a few times and then turns back to Xiang and then turns back to Raimu.
Why is everyone in my house?
Dune points his thumb at the boxes he just set down and turns to Raimu and says, delivery's over there. We'll just be heading out.
I brought you lots of candles and extra blankets because I know how hard this week has been for you. I do not need them. Can he pick them back up? Can you pick them back up?
He's like halfway out the door. Like his hand is like on the door and he stops because he wants to leave so bad. And he turns back around and he picks up the boxes and he grunts. He's like, ugh, he picks them up. As he does that, his stomach like grumbles And he's like, if I'm going to keep doing all this heavy lifting, I'm going to have to eat something soon.
Raimu's a really good cook. Oh my god, we can all have tea together. And then I can talk to Amera, my new friend, and I can see Raimu's new friend. Oh my god, this is so exciting.
I'm learning more and more new things about you, Raimu. This is exciting.
This is not exciting. No one needs to learn about me. Can't you all eat at the other place, please?
I don't care where we eat as long as I get a meal.
I mean, we're all already here. I'd be happy to help with anything.
No one needs to help with anything. I will go to the kitchen alone. And Raimu does. She walks back, she disappears, leaving you all in the front room to pick a table and get comfortable.
Amira excitedly takes Xiang by both her hands and sits her down across from her at a table. And she's like, I'm just so curious about Raimu. Have you worked next to her for long? Do you know a lot?
Yeah, my grandmother pretty much raised me, so I've been here for pretty much as long as Raimu has been, but you know, she's always been a bit intense, but you know, her guardian died, so she's been a little more weird than usual.
Well, that's horrible. And Amira thinks to the comment on how Raimu is intense, and the morning all comes back to her at once and things start to make sense.
Xiang waves at Dune. You can come sit down. You can come say hi. This is Dune. He got hired this morning. I have no idea what his deal is.
And I do not intend to share.
Don't you think him and Raimu would get along?
Amira takes one good look at Dune from top to bottom and then back up. And her eyes kind of squint with a grin on her face that some would say is malicious, but she's definitely not intending it to be. And she smiles. Oh, yes, I think they'd get along just fine. I mean, look at him.
What does that mean? He looks down at himself like he's doing something wrong, like there's something wrong with his stance or appearance. He's like, what does that mean?
Well, like Xiang said, Raimu seems to be quite intense, and from the looks of you, you're quite intense too, my friend.
Dune narrows his eyes at her, not sure whether to take that as a compliment or an insult. So he just settles for a whatever.
Raimu walks out of the back room with warm stew. She brings it out. She sets it in front of everyone. Smells great. She is a good cook. And then she sits down and she looks at Amira. The box was empty.
Well, that's interesting.
I was just letting you know there was nothing in the box.
Well, thank you. I just find it weird that someone would send you a letter with an empty box in that house.
Wait, what box? What hell? This is exciting. What's everyone been doing? I got a letter to go to an abandoned house where Amira was squatting. Amira is homeless. Where Amira was squatting. And I found this box that I thought would have tea in it because it is a tea box, but it does not. It is an empty box.
A letter just told you to go to a random house and you went. What did you expect to find?
The box, and I did find it.
And there's nothing in it?
No, it is an empty box.
And you said there was squatters in this house? And he looks at Amera.
Yes, Amera was the squatter.
I wouldn't say squatter. I would say opportunist, you know?
How do you know she doesn't have what's inside?
The box was found in a secret room. Amera didn't know about the secret room.
That part is true.
What does this all mean? What are you saying? What? Secret room? Amera, do you need somewhere to stay?
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Amera can just go back to the house. If there's a whole house.
Well, yes, I could go back to the house, but it's so much nicer being around other people, don't you think?
No.
No one thinks that.
What a squad, guys.
Goddamn. Holy shit. Oh my god. Amira's gonna have so much fun.
Raimu pulls out the letter and then pulls out the box, both from the bag she has. See, this is the letter that told me to go to the house. It has the drawing of a box on it. This is the box. Note how the box is empty.
Can I see the box?
Yes, but there's nothing in it.
Now, out of character, can I ask what the box looks like?
Yes, it's just a round wooden box, and when you open it, there will be a flower symbol on the bottom of the box, and it is a symbol you recognize from the fighting ring.
Dune takes the box and he inspects it on the top and bottom, and he opens it up, and he looks on the inside and sees a symblem or like an emblem kind of painted on the bottom of the box. And he's like, I've seen this symbol before at my last gig. I don't think they sell tea, though, so I don't think it's something they'd, auction off.
Well, what is it? Where did you work?
Like this dive bar place, like this little, like fighting ring.
Were you illegally fighting? Oh, I'm so happy we were able to rescue you off the streets and give you a job.
Okay,
and
that is
Xiang
not
reaches
how...
over and grabs Dune's face.
No, that is not how... Stop it. Get your hands off me. That is not how it was.
But you've seen this before?
Yes, I've seen it. I don't think I know much about it, but I've seen it.
Do you know how to get to the fighting ring with this flower?
Not off the back of my hand, no.
If I was to get you a map, could you get us in the general area?
Yeah, I could probably get us in the right direction.
Raimu stands up from the table and just walks out of the tea house.
Whoa.
Raimu stands on the front porch of the tea shop, and their eyes are just looking around, trying to, just scope out the area, and they zero in on some random person who is very obviously holding a map. And that's what they need. And she points accusingly. Hey! Hey, guy with the map!
Did somebody say guy?
Yes! Please!
No way!
Oh my god, hello. Welcome to the first mid-roll for Exile. Hello. Watch this not be different than any other mid-roll we've done, but it's special because it's Exile. Okay. So hello. I hope you are enjoying the first episode of Exile, which is run using the Avatar Legends tabletop roleplay system. If you are a fan of Avatar Legends, you might notice there are some aspects of the gameplay that are not being spoken about out loud, such as the balance system, for example, or some of the class-specific attributes. Very similar to how I like to do Camp Moonmere, a lot of the class attributes, special moves, and special things like that are told naturally through roleplay and story. I don't want to look you in the eye and say so-and-so's character balance is now moving towards the dark side. No, you'll see it, you'll experience it, you'll feel the story. That's the point. That's where it's a little bit more audio drama than it is actual play. So if you think we're playing something wrong, we're probably doing it on purpose. If you think we're not talking about something enough, we probably are. You're just not listening close enough. Wink. These episodes are going to be coming out once a month on the 8th of the month. So the next episode of Exile is going to be releasing November 8th, and then the next one December 8th, and on and on and on. And if you're listening to this, you probably understand that these episodes are going to be YouTube exclusive. Every episode of Exile we release is going to be dedicated to a specific cause that we want to bring attention to in the world. Avatar The Last Airbender is a series that raises awareness for a lot of serious topics, and it does so in a way that is extremely digestible for the age demographic that the TV show is geared towards. Exile is an adult show, and so we can more explicitly talk about some of the things that are going to be mentioned in these episodes, which also gives us the opportunity to more explicitly speak about causes that we care about in the world. This episode of Avatar Exile is going to be dedicated to the victims of Hurricane Helene. In the description of this YouTube video, you can go down there and find verified resources in order to help people who are suffering, who need to rebuild their homes, rebuild their entire lives. So if you have the opportunity, if you have the means, please feel free to check out these charities. They need a lot of help. Things are hard right now, obviously, and any little bit, could change a life. Remember to follow our social medias for more content for Exile, for closer looks at all of the artwork you are seeing during this YouTube video, etc. We hope you enjoy the first episode of Exile. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you again next month. Remember, November 8th. You're standing with your tour group, but you've wandered away because you saw some really good Ba Sing Se street food. What are you getting? What are you eating? What are you enjoying?
One of everything.
Real. And now this random bald lady covered in tattoos is calling at you from across the street. What do you do?
Go say hi, I guess. Ugh.
Why do you sound so nervous? Are you freaked out?
No, I'm normal, me.
So you're not feeling like, because this is your first time away from home, your first time away from the water tribe, and you're not nervous at all? You're vibing only? So you just walk up to this random lady?
Yeah.
I see that you have a map.
Sure do.
I need that.
So do I.
Can you share it?
I mean, yeah, where do you need to go?
I'll have to bring it to some random guy I met today inside.
Ah.
I can give you food.
Sold.
Amera, Dune, you guys are sitting at the table bickering. I don't know what I would call how you guys speak to each other, but it feels malicious.
It's borderline insulting.
That's the thing. There's like a edge to it. You guys are sitting there at the table with Xiang. There's the box there. The box that has the same symbol that Dune saw in the fighting ring. And now Raimu's walking back in with some random water tribe guy she just met off the street. Raimu's gonna motion for Guy to sit down with you guys, and she's gonna go to the back to get more food.
Ah, so I see she pulled somebody else off the streets.
I was gonna say, does this happen a lot?
Well, all three of us are sitting here.
That is a good question. Is it like a new group of people every day?
Xiang's gonna shake her head. Oh no, Raimu doesn't have like any friends. This is really new.
Oh, well, that's kind of sad.
No, she really doesn't like friends.
It's a little concerning.
Well, do you have friends? And she looks at you, Dune.
Yeah, Dune, do you have friends?
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant it's concerning that she just invited all of us into this house randomly. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not talking about my friends.
Xiang's gonna turn to Amera and Guy instead. Do you guys have friends?
I like to think of myself as someone extremely traveled, somebody who knows the world, somebody who knows how to talk to people. But I don't really stay. What I was saying is that I don't really stay in one place for too long. So no. But this is fun. I like this.
Yeah, I got friends back home.
Then why are you here?
On an educational trip.
What are you learning?
Earth Kingdom stuff.
Did he say it that suspicious?
Yes.
Why'd you say it like that?
Like what?
You just sound like
that?
Yeah. Like you're
I'm
up
here
to
to
something.
learn about the Earth Kingdom.
Well, that was a little bit more believable. I could get that one.
No, I got a bad feeling about this guy.
Speaking of this guy, what's your name?
I thought you knew already. You've been saying it this whole time. My name's Guy.
Your name is Guy?
Yeah.
Like just a dude guy?
Well, a guy, dude.
Well, I'm Dune.
Oh, so Guy and dude.
Dune.
No, I heard you the
Dude.
first time, dude.
No, we are not going to get this mixed up. I am Dune.
I can't
Not
believe
dude.
you've got another guy, another dude.
No,
Whatever you say, Dune.
he covers his face with his hands. I think he's giving up.
Raimu's gonna walk out of the kitchen with some more of like the tea and some more of the soup and all the food that she had prepared. She sets it down in front of Guy, and she holds out her hand for the map.
He hands it over.
What is your name?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm Guy.
She nods knowingly. It's a really common water tribe name.
It is, yeah.
And she's gonna take the map, she's gonna lay it out on the table. Where is this place?
He's going to point to it on the map, wherever it's at. I'm sure he
Yeah.
knows.
He does. One can only hope, because he said he did.
What if he just pointed to a random ass spot?
That'd be really fucked up.
Just a random spot on the map.
I think Raimu's gonna be really, really grateful that this place is in the same ring that you guys are in.
So, Dune, dude, what is this place?
It's where I usually go to make my money. It's like a fighting ring.
Ooh, a fighting ring. That sounds like fun.
That sounds really dangerous.
Yeah, it's kind of underground, so not the greatest, crowd goes there.
I've dealt with worse. I'm sure it couldn't be too bad.
And we'll need this map to get there, so are you coming to the illegal fighting ring?
I mean, I'd love to tag along. It just seems like a really fun
Not-
time with.
Not you, the man who owns the map. Raimu's literally gonna hold her hand up to up to your face and be like, "Not you, the man who owns the map. We need the map. Are you coming?"
To the illegal fighting ring?
Yes.
They do serve food there.
Oh, sold.
I mean, illegal things happen every day, so, this isn't too out of the ordinary.
This is
Well,
true. I met her squatting.
I'm here to learn about the Earth Kingdom. All of it.
It's part of the Earth Kingdom, and you didn't know about it before, so you learned about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna learn about watching a bunch of people beat each other up, but
Earth Kingdom hand-to-hand combat maneuvers.
I think it's more rock to rock. You guys have time to finish eating, though, and stuff. Raimu does not seem like she's in much of a rush. It's kind of weird. She's a very goal-oriented person, and she's going to make sure you all get there in a timely manner, but like everything she does is very slow and methodical, and she thinks a lot before doing anything. So you guys have time to sit here and enjoy your meal and mind your business.
I mean, Amera is definitely taking no crumb of food left for granted, especially because it's free.
When's the last time Amira's eaten like a good home cooked meal? One she did not have to steal from a food stand. When would you say that is?
Ooh. Probably.
A hot minute ago.
Yeah, probably within, like, let's say she's been wandering for like 3 or 4 years. It's probably been a good 2. Without stealing, yeah. She's not interested in using money to buy food when it is just so easy to take it, and no one seems to be the wiser.
And what about you, Dune? Because you're in a similar-ish position when it comes to means. You know what I mean? So when would you say is your last like really really good meal?
well, he's never been like a home cooked meal type person. Like it's not like a thing for him. As for like going out to eat, it's definitely not something he does often. Sometimes the places he works at, he'll get a hot meal, but it's like bar food.
Mm.
It's not like anything like super nice or fancy, or like I think rather it'd be like street vendor type food, nothing pricey, just enough to keep him going so he could keep working and, keep moving.
Guy, can you cook or do you just enjoy other people's food?
Oh, guy cooks.
I'm sure.
Guy
Sorry,
cooks.
it's when you said it. When you said it, for some reason I imagined like Guy Fieri's like restaurants, like the restaurant he owns, and I was like, I had to shut that shit down in my head so fast.
Guy cooks. He owns many restaurants.
In the Vegas Strip specifically.
in
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
Strip. Where is that in Bossing Say?
That you know what? That can be your character's end game is opening up the restaurants
No
in the
way.
Vegas Strip.
That's fire.
No, but so Guy can cook. Does Guy cook for himself a lot? Does he like cooking for others? Like what's his vibe?
Guy cooks mainly for himself and then his family back home, which is where he learned about cooking.
Mm-hmm. So have you, because the Water Tribe obviously has more limited resources as compared to a place like agriculture. Are you like freaked out by like ample like vegetables and fruits in your food right now? Is that like stressing you out?
No. That's part of the reason why he's here.
And are you enjoying it? Are you having a good time?
Yes, all the food has been very good.
So you guys are enjoying your meal, having a fun time. Raimu is going to make the executive decision that Xiang cannot come to the fighting ring with you all. And Xiang's going to put up a protest. She's not going to be happy about it, but all of you guys probably agree that out of everyone in the group, the gentle, sweet, teenage girl is not welcome in the fighting ring. Dune, would you be very against this, I'm assuming?
Of her coming? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he doesn't want her to come. Absolutely not. Probably not a good idea.
She says she's going to pass it on to her grandmother that you're helping Raimu with something, and that, you know, you'll be fine job-wise for your employment at the candle store.
Nice.
So, Amera, Dune, Guy, you guys are all going to go with Raimu to the fighting ring. So you guys are just going to lock up tea shop and head out and walk down the main road of the area you guys are in. Guy, your tour group's nowhere to be seen.
Awesome.
So now you're stuck with these weirdos. Do any of you guys want to roll a quick sharp for me?
Oh shit!
Which
I we needed
has
dice.
a different name in the Avatar world that I'm totally forgetting right now because my brain is still stuck in Monster of the Week mode. What is it instead of sharp? It's something. Focus.
17.
Oh, that's not bad.
Out of
Oh,
two,
is this a D20?
No, it is
What?
2d6s. Leo, what did you roll?
I rolled a D6, or not a D6, a D20.
Ow.
Oh god, things are opening on my computer now. This is hell. I'm living in hell. Okay.
8 for focus.
Okay.
I got 9.
Party.
I got 12.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, Guy, you're so focused in right now. Guy, you are
Locked
locked
in.
in. You're so hyped to be in a new place that you are 100% observant right now, which is great because there are these weird guys in all black with these weird hats following you all around. You notice them occasionally when you guys are walking, like right out of the corner of your eye. Like sometimes you guys will pass and then suddenly they'll be like movement by an alleyway or movement behind someone's like food stand and stuff like that. You just keep noticing this.
You guys meeting with someone?
No,
No.
I'm trying to find where this box goes. I'm not here for people.
Oh, well there's been people following us, so I don't.
Oh. What do these people look like?
They're dressed in all black with weird hats.
Dune looks on edge.
And Dune, you would be familiar with this, and Amira, so would you. You assume he is speaking about the Daily.
Amira will put her hood up, but she's still walking with like her shoulders back and her chin up.
He kind of knows that as long as he's not doing anything inherently like suspicious, as long as he like acts natural, then nothing bad is going to happen necessarily. But he just doesn't like being followed. That's kind of like the one thing he doesn't want to happen right now.
Raimu's gonna lean in a little bit to Guy. Just ignore them. They don't like me, and probably don't like the homeless girl we're with, and the guy who illegally fights. They're just probably going to be around.
Okay.
And now they'll probably follow you because you're with us.
Awesome. That's so awesome.
You wanted to learn about the Earth Kingdom. Now you're learning about cops.
Not this much.
Amira just kind of chimes in on the conversation. She's like, as long as you don't do anything outwardly, wrong, they're not going to look at you the wrong way. But, maybe they should just mind their own business.
The way I'm picturing this in my mind is like, I don't know if you all ever had this experience. I don't know how rule breaker you guys were in high school. But whenever me and my friends would like have to drive a freshman home after like theater practice or something, and we're all like vaping in the car and they're looking at us like they're terrified, that's kind of like what I'm imagining is going on right now with Guy. It's like the rest of the group is like the cool goth theater kids vaping. And then there's Guy who's sweet.
No, I mean that's correct.
Yeah.
That's pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
you guys make it to the fighting ring, or at least where the map tells you it is. It is a dark alley with stairs that go downward that lead to a metal door. The metal door has one of those little sliding eye hole things. Dune, do you remember the password to get in?
He would. I don't know it, but he would.
So you go up, you say the password, the guy at the door lets you all in. You all enter this room, which is a small rock hallway. After walking a few more feet in near pitch black darkness, a second door opens. And you guys are nearly blinded by this big fighting ring. There is an area over to the right that has like Dune mentioned before, bar food, uh, drinks you can get, little seating area. Around the fighting ring, a bunch of seats made of rock that you all can sit on and watch fights. And then to your left is the kind of backstage, quote unquote, area where all the fighters will go. They get ready there, they warm up there, they stretch there. That's where they pick up their bets if people make them on there, etc. There are people here. It is, daytime. It's not that late at all, but there are definitely still people here. People are fighting, betting, enjoying the show, drinking, signing up to fight. It's surprisingly active. Raimu is going to look at you, Dune, for cues on where to go and where everything would be and what would probably be safest.
I mean, nothing here is really like any less safe or more safe than the other because it's all kind of shady. I mean, we're here to see the flowers, so he would probably immediately point to the direction of where the lotus is, right? And he'd tell us
Which
to go
is
there.
which is in the warm up room, I guess is what we're gonna call it. The warm up room to the left. Amira, Guy, do you guys follow Dune and Raimu, or do you guys go do your own thing?
Is there a fight happening right now?
Yes, there is.
Oh, hell yeah, she's sitting down to watch.
Um, I imagine Guy walks in the door, and it's like a cartoon scene where you can like see the smoke wafting over,
Yeah.
and he like is lifted off of his feet, and he just floats over to where the bar is.
No way.
So you know what? Good for him. What does he get?
Yes.
One of everything?
I don't think he orders. I don't think he remembers ordering. He just sits down and there's food.
That's real. So, Guy's gonna enjoy himself. Fabulous. Amira's gonna enjoy herself, but in a more violent way. And then Raimu and Dune walk to the warm up room. Dune, you remember seeing on the floor of the warm up room a big mosaic of this circular flower symbol.
I think I'm gonna try to just walk on in and guide Raimu in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I haven't been stopped before.
You will be stopped because you haven't been stopped before because you've been signed up to fight. So they stop you. They recognize you. They watched you get your butt kicked multiple times over the last few weeks. They tell you that you have to sign up for a fight to be back here. But they let Raimu through because the guy in charge of organizing the fights and stuff, he recognizes Raimu from her and her mentor's tattoo shop. In fact, a lot of the people here recognize Raimu, and they either greet her warmly or they ignore her in that respectful way. You know what I mean? But you, Dune, if you want to go back here, you gotta sign up to fight.
Okay, fine. Is there availability for the non-bending fights then?
The guy who signs up the fighters kind of laughs at you. Yeah, there's always availability for the non-benders.
Whatever, dude. Sign me up.
You will be called when your fight time is happening. You go back there with Raimu, and further on in the warm-up room is where this mosaic is. It's big, it takes up most of the floor, and Raimu's just gonna sit right on the floor. Right on the mosaic, and just stare at it, kind of pick at it a little with her fingers sometimes, but just mainly sit there with her staff next to her, just staring at it.
So, have you figured anything out yet?
It is the same as the box.
And what does that mean?
I have no idea.
You could try asking around. Someone who works here might know a thing or two.
I don't want to talk to other people about this. I don't think I'm supposed to know about this. When I found Amera in the abandoned house, we found this behind a fake wall.
And you're sure it, means something? It's not just a fancy flower?
Why wouldn't it mean something?
I mean, it could just, be a picture.
And if it's just a picture, then it is just a picture, but why is the same picture on multiple things that should not be there? A letter that should not have been sent to me had this. A room that should not exist had this box in it. And this fighting ring that is illegal has this.
Could be like a gang sign. Some kind of signal to other people.
Then we need to find the gang.
Great. Wonderful.
Where do you wait for your fight, Dune? Do you wait back here or do you wait up front? Like out with Amera watching other fights?
I think he's gonna do what he usually does before a fight, and that's actually warm up, because despite everything, he wants to take care of himself, because if he doesn't have a body that functions after a fight, then he doesn't have a body that can work. So he's gonna do actual stretches and prep and, wrap his hands and do whatever he needs to do before this.
And I know you signed up for the non-bending fight, but do you practice your bending at all just to see how it feels, or?
No. He doesn't do that here, really. Or anywhere. He doesn't really do bending unless he's, doing his thing.
Yeah? Uh-huh.
He doesn't bend in front of other people, really, unless he's what's it called? Sand sailing.
Amera, while you're sitting in the audience, the guy who's accepting bets is walking around, and you see Dune's name has just been added. Do you bet for or against him?
Dune's kind of lanky, right?
Yes.
Amira will put a coin or two against him.
That's so messed up.
It's what she would do. She sees tall little beanstalk.
He's not skinny, he has muscle.
I know. But that's what she sees.
Well, she's a lesbian, so of course she wouldn't see him,
She doesn't see a lot of people.
So, Dune, you have an option here. Are you fighting solo, or do you think you can convince one of your new friends to do pairs?
I think he'd offer. I think he'd be like, any of you want to make this easy on me and join me in a team match?
So who are you asking? Because they're all three in different places.
He asked the same question to all three of them.
And let's go down the list then. Guy, are you joining him in an illegal fight?
Oh, no thanks.
I figured.
You're just gonna enjoy your food?
What was that?
Yeah.
Eat your baked potato or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Amera, are you joining him in the ring?
I think she takes a second to think about it. And then she's like, I don't think so. I'm not really great with hand to hand. I'm more slip around and find the nooks and crannies. Good luck, though. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, whatever, thanks.
And when you ask Raimu, Raimu's just gonna look at you with like a blank face. I'm a pacifist.
And clearly busy.
She is still very much sitting on the floor. In fact, when you walk up to her to ask this question, she's kind of like kneeling on the ground with her ear pressed up to the floor, knocking on the floor.
Hey, why don't you try pressing down on like each individual tile to see if it's a button?
I've already been trying that.
Try again.
Not you preying on her autism.
Maybe there's a pattern.
And now you will fight solo.
Great.
When you get called into the ring, your opponent is this big, buff, tall guy who is clearly an earthbender who's just like enjoying using brute strength instead. Like he's just enjoying a chance to like kick ass instead of bend.
Oh, I hate guys like him.
He's super tall, he has a ponytail, he's very attractive for the boy lovers in the audience. And he's probably gonna kick your ass, dude. He's probably gonna kick your ass.
I like guys like him in any other circumstance. All right.
Okay, we're gonna be doing some combat for this. This is a non-bending fight, but if you roll high enough, I will let you fight dirty in whatever way you choose to. We're gonna be doing combat for this to where you're gonna tell me what you want to do, and then you're gonna roll to do it. The moves for this game, creativity, focus, harmony, passion, will be given at my discretion based on what exactly you want to do. Because these are a little bit more vague, right, than the Monster of the Week ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be telling you what to roll as we get into this campaign, as the combat becomes more common, because this is a very combat-heavy campaign. As we get further into it, it'll probably come more naturally for you guys, knowing what to roll with what you're doing. So, Dune, you and the guy you're fighting, not guy, but the guy.
I punch a guy in the face.
Stop it!
Oh my god!
You and the guy, or I'll say the man, because it's not guy. You and the man you are fighting, you guys bow to each other, step 3 paces away from each other, and then they call for the fight to start. Do you make the first move?
He does like can I do like a false move?
Okay, what do you mean?
Like, I want to try to, like, juke him out a little bit. Like, he thinks I'm gonna, like, hit him one place, but maybe I actually, like, trip him.
Okay, go on.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Oh, is that exactly how you would describe the move?
Yeah.
Okay, party. I'm gonna say for that, it would be creativity. You're trying to do something, interesting.
-1. 6.
Mixed success. The faking out doesn't work, so he is more prepared when you actually go for him.
Ugh.
But, like, you managed to... You said you were trying to punch him?
I'm trying to, like, trip him. Get him on the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna say you managed to make him stumble, but he's, like, prepared enough for it to where he stays on his feet.
Can I kick him in the back?
Hold on there, buddy. Ooh!
Those are always fun. I hate
The
being
man
on the other end of
got
those.
an 11,
Ugh.
so he's just gonna give you a nice little punch in the stomach.
Can I dodge?
You'll have to roll higher than an 11 to dodge.
Holy shit, I rolled an 11!
Now, what is your focus modifier?
My focus +1.
You dodge the punch in the stomach.
Yes!
Every single time, like you've dodged and you've tried to trip him, he's getting pissed. So he's gonna aim for your face. You're gonna need to roll to dodge or roll to do a move. What do you want to do?
Can I like get him to use like his momentum against himself? Like when he throws the punch, can I like do something with that?
Oh, that'll be another creativity roll. Do you know what
Uh,
you want to do with that, or
I don't know enough about fighting to know what it would be called or what it would like look like exactly, but I basically want to like use his just use his weight, like the momentum from his punch against him to potentially like
fling him?
Like a
yeah.
reversal?
Yeah, whatever that means. You got it. Suffer knows what's up.
Yeah, Suffer knows what's up. You're gonna roll to do that. You'll be rolling against my dice. So what did you get? With
8,
with your is that with your creativity modifier?
7.
Oh,
Ooh.
I really thought I was giving you help there. I'm sorry. So I also got a 7. And since you were rolling against me and you did not get higher than me, alas, you're gonna get punched in the head.
Ow.
Ow, indeed.
Do I look hot with a bloody nose?
I guess that's for everyone else to decide. Amira, would you think he looks hot with a bloody nose?
Ew, no.
Well, there's your answer. In canon, written in stone, he does not look hot with a bloody nose.
You asked the lesbian.
I did ask a lesbian, and now I'm taking the lesbian's word as God.
This is so messed up.
This is the revenge for every single time anyone has ever done something mean to a woman in Camp Moonmere.
Yeah, get fucked, bitches!
I'm never even there for that.
You aren't. You're really taking all of Indy's damage through the void, through the ether. Okay, do you want to retaliate after being punched in the face?
Am I allowed to nut punch?
You are certainly allowed to try. I would say that would be a move of passion.
I'm actually going to go for a kick, probably.
Well, I would assume for angles, but go for it. I'm gonna roll to try to dodge your nut kick.
9.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got a 5. You kick this man in the nuts.
I'm shocked there's no regulations against that.
It is an illegal fighting ring. What regulation do you want? Just don't kill the guy, right? Don't kill the guy, don't call the cops. So you get him in the nuts. He's gonna take a second to recover from that. So if you want to make another move, he's gonna be with a disadvantage trying to do anything in response right now.
Headlock, bring him down. I want to win the fight.
Oh, you're going all in?
Yeah. I don't want this to last forever.
I will be rolling with disadvantage, but I will still be rolling against you. So what do you get?
I got a 12.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. Now it sounds so quiet, it's like cutting out. I don't know if you guys hear that.
A 12 for just me.
It just keeps going. That's insane. Oh my god. Anyway, maybe the lesbian should insult him more, but
Understood.
You get the guy in the headlock. He's in the headlock. You have him on the ground. I will be rolling 3 times in accordance with the 1, 2, 3 to see if he manages to break free.
Kick him in the nuts 3 times.
While he's already down.
That's so messed up.
I was just rolling like for a regular success. Are you gonna try to roll against me by getting him in the nuts 3 times? Oh, first time was a failure. Second time was a mixed success. Third time is a failure. Dune, you have managed to win your first fight in weeks.
Ugh.
Damn.
God. Thank God.
Amira, you have lost. What was it? You bet like what? 2?
2.
It's bronze, silver, gold in this world. Which one did you do?
Oh, probably bronze.
You lost your 2
What?
bronze.
It was against you.
You didn't even bet a lot against me? What am I worth to you?
Homeless.
Dune, when you walk back to the warm-up room, Raimu's still on the floor. She looks up and she has no reaction to your bloody nose. Did you lose or...
I won, actually. Thanks for
So
asking.
So I can stay back here a little longer?
I guess I'm gonna go clean this up. Have you figured anything out?
She's gonna look at the floor one more time and be like, never mind. No. And she's gonna stand up, turn to leave the warm-up room. Is that where you're going, leaving the warm-up room?
Yeah, I'm either going to wherever they keep, like, medical supplies, or if they don't have that, I'm going to the bar for some bar napkins.
Yeah, they do not heal you guys here. They don't heal you guys and they don't provide any first aid. It's a part of the conditions of the ring. So you go to the bar where Guy is. Guy, are you enjoying your time? Did you even pay attention to that fight?
There was fighting.
Guy's having the absolute time of his life, and that's when Dune, Raimu, and I'll say Amera, you join them. You guys walk up. Dune, your nose is so bloody. It's bleeding so much.
He's grabbing he's like stealing all the napkins from under like the plates of food that Guy has, and he's like trying to clean himself. I don't know why there's napkins here, and I don't know why there's a bar here, to be fair. But I'm
What do you
taking
mean? Do you not like drinking with your buddies while watching people get the shit kicked out of them?
It's not about that. I'm picturing like a modern bar in the Avatar world.
You're picturing like yeah, no, it's not a modern bar. But I mean,
imagining
taverns have existed throughout history.
Nah, imagine like flimsy bar napkins, and it's like a little bit sticky on top, and there's like a wall of like liquor.
That's hilarious. That is not what it looks like, listeners, but that is hilarious.
Yeah, he's trying to just clean up the blood with the whatever Guy has around him from the food to clean his face.
I think Amira comes up and she's like, "Oh, congratulations. I'm so happy for you."
Why do you sound like that? Thanks, but Jesus.
I totally didn't bet against you.
You bet against me?
Well, I mean, did you see that guy?
But you didn't have any faith in me at all?
It was 2 bronze coins worth.
That's it?
It was against you. Are you offended?
Yeah, but I think I'm worth more than 2 bronze coins.
Oh, wow. At least you think that.
Oh! Raimu is gonna keep watching you just like stick different like napkins like up your nose, but do you need medical attention?
Yeah, that would probably help a lot right now, actually. And like the napkins are disintegrating as like he's using them.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, ew.
Do you guys have healers in the Earth Kingdom?
Raimu's gonna shake your head.
Like at all?
We have doctors, but not bending healers, if that's what you mean.
What's the difference?
Water bending can heal anything quickly. Doctors just kind of put napkins in your nose.
Oh.
Yeah, they're basically doing exactly what I'm doing right now, which is why I'm not going to a doctor.
Hey, dude.
That is not my name. What?
Do you need help with that?
Yes, I would love help with this, actually. Do you know a guy?
Do I know a guy?
And then you heal him?
Yeah.
The new axe puns are here, guys.
Oh, no.
Because you're healing his nose when you put the water like up to his face, he definitely like inhales a little bit of it, so he's like oh god. God, it went up my nose. Jeez.
Don't breathe it.
You didn't warn me
To not breathe in the water? Okay.
that you were gonna do it.
Do not breathe in the water.
Oh my god.
I hate to be that person, dude, but like, it's supposed to go up your nose if it's gonna heal you.
Ugh, God, that was the worst. Oh, it feels great. Ow.
Raimu's gonna lean in really close to your face, Dune, and like look at your nose that was broken and is now doing much better. I thought only the women were healers.
Whoa.
Let's transvestigate him.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Oh my god. Not at all. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Holy shit! Just no hesitation. Oh, dude.
Is he excited for it? He's like, finally.
We can't have 2 minutes of us laughing about transphobia.
Why did you put the transphobia?
You did this! You did this! I can't breathe.
It's Eden's dead line of absolutely nothing for me.
Because what can I say? What can I say? You can't say that. What can I say?
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Holy shit. Oh my god, there's finally air in my lungs. Holy shit.
So let's just pretend that Leo didn't say that. Now, Guy, what would be your response to Raimu saying that?
Man, what Dune just said was crazy. I mean, that's kind of an outdated take on it.
I'm sorry. It's the delayed laughter from what Leo said. Now I'm imagining like Guy having to give Raimu an actual talk about like sexism in the Water Tribe, and then just Dune being like, "Let's transvestigate him."
Oh my
God.
ribs hurt. Holy
Oh my god. Raimu is gonna say, "The floor had the flower. I don't know why. We can go now."
shit. Oh, but it's so fun watching stupid people get in the ring.
Did I win any money from that fight?
Great question, Dune. Do you want to go collect your money?
Yes, I'm gonna collect my money.
You go collect your money. I'm gonna say you made 3 bronze off the fight.
That's it?
2 from Amera, 1 from some random bystander that had faith in you.
That's all the bets that were made?
You have lost a lot. A lot. Everyone just thought it was going to be a clean sweep and didn't even try. But when you go to collect your winnings, the guy there who signed you up for the fight, who knew Raimu, and who, vibed with her because he also has gotten tattooed from her, he slides you another piece of paper.
Is it money?
It is not money. You open it up, and it is a map with a specific location circled on an outer ring of Ba Sing Se.
Can I get some context for this? He asks the guy.
Do you want context, or do you want me to re-break your nose? Unless you're fighting, get out.
Alright, see ya. Thanks.
Guy, everyone's planning to leave. Do you get up and go to pay your tab?
Yeah.
How much money do you have, Guy, would you say? How much money would you have brought in a trip like this?
Normal amount.
This is significantly more than normal amount.
Ooh.
Significantly. And the guy at the bar, the man at the bar, that's going to get confusing. The man at the bar is waiting for your money.
Hey, does this establishment have a restroom?
The guy behind the bar pops his knuckles.
I don't know if that means yes. That probably means yes.
Dune, you walk right back up to your group to see that Amera, Guy, and Raimu are actively being threatened by the guy who serves at the bar.
What now?
I think at this point, Amira is just kind of like standing there with her hands out, and she's like, all right, we can all come to an amicable decision here. No need to get any rougher. You know?
So are you going to pay this guy's tab?
How much was it?
Imagine an extremely above normal amount.
Ooh, I can tell you I have an extremely under normal amount. Hey, dude, you got anything going for ya?
Does 3 bronze cover it?
Do you think this is funny?
No, I really don't.
Are you some kind of funny guy? 3 bronze? For all of this?
I'm not joking. I really am not joking. I'm sorry.
Guy, what are you gonna do?
Create a distraction, then run for it.
What is the distraction?
I haven't thought that far yet.
Okay. In the meantime, while you're thinking, the guy behind the bar is going to jump over the bar and he's ready to kick your ass.
I think Amira's like, well, I didn't buy any food, and she's gonna back up about 10 feet.
If no one is gonna pay this guy's tab, then I'm gonna need other stuff in exchange. He points at Raimu's very nice, ornate staff. He points at Amira's relatively expensive-looking cloak. He wants Guy's shoes. He wants Dune's sandals.
No way, 2 campaigns in a row.
What does he want from me? Nothing? Because I don't
Your
have
sand
anything?
goggles.
What? No!
What's your plan?
Do y'all know how to fight?
I know how to make a distraction and then run.
I'm a pacifist.
3, 2, 1, go! And then Dune throws sand in the guy's eyes and expects Guy to do something similar.
Yeah. Yeah, guy throws water.
And then they run.
At the same person, so you've thrown sandy water into this poor man's eyes.
Some people
And
call
make
it
sure
mud.
it gets in there.
And then all 4 of you all are booking it for sure out of there as fast as possible. As you guys are running, actually everyone roll for me a cheeky little d20.
Oh no.
A D20?
Oh god, I hate
The D20.
cheeky little D20s.
I got a
scare me.
15. I'm the luckiest guy in the world tonight.
I got a 14.
I got a 9.
Damn.
Raimu got a 10, so everyone's in a relative range of either success or not failure, is how I'll phrase that. I'm going to say Raimu and Amira take up the back then. Guy and Dune, who threw the pocket sand and pocket water, they're ahead to get out of there. You guys get back out on the street. You guys are unclear if someone is following you all from the bar, but you would assume so you all probably should keep booking it.
Do we happen to knock over anything on our way? Perhaps a stand with a lot of vegetables on it?
Oh, we're getting there. Don't worry. Not this episode, but the next. Do you guys just keep booking it down the street then?
There are alleyways and stuff, right?
Yes.
Amira will grab Raimu's hand and like duck off to one of the alleys on the side and then just like start maneuvering it, because I'm pretty sure that she's been, traversing this way for the most part of her time in Ba Sing Se.
Guy, Dune, what about you guys?
Dune's instinct is to get lost, which whatever that means, like doing a lot of maneuvers down like different streets or like getting lost in a crowd. Whatever it is, his main goal right now is to get lost, and then he'll assumingly meet back up with everyone at the tea house. He's assuming everyone will go to.
Are you taking Guy with you?
Does oh god, Guy doesn't know anything, does he? Okay, yeah, I guess I have to.
I took your guide.
Oh god, okay. I'm gonna make sure that me and Guy don't get caught.
Guy and Dune go this way. Amira and Raimu go this way. Amira, I think you and Raimu are gonna get decently down an alley when suddenly Raimu is just gonna like grab onto your hand really hard and start scaling the building and trying to take you with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Amira's trying to support herself on Raimu and just I guess make it easier for her to climb, wrapping around her back like a koala.
She's gonna scale you guys up the side of the building through the alleyway onto the roof of that building, and because everything is so cramped in Ba Sing Se and everything is so connected, as long as you can jump decently well, you guys will now be traveling by roof to get back to the tea shop.
Okay.
How does Amira do with heights?
I mean, she's a thrill seeker at heart. It's probably not something that is foreign to her, but it is not something she goes out of her way to do. So, like, she's a little shaky and rusty when jumping roof to roof, but she's not, like, nervous about it, you know?
Meanwhile, Guy, Dune, you guys are trying to get lost in a crowd. I'm gonna go ahead and be nice, and I'm gonna say you guys know where the tea shop is, or at least the direction you need to go to get there. You guys are just mulling about this crowd then, keeping your heads low.
Yeah, just trying to blend in and get lost. Look like everyone else.
Guy, how do you feel? First time doing, criminal activity. How do you feel?
You know, I think it was all just a big misunderstanding.
Which part? The mud in the eyes?
The all of it, you
Mhm.
know. They should have had their prices listed, you know how it is.
Amira, would you consider yourself a good jumper?
Probably.
I'll say when you if you do hesitate ever, Raimu's literally just gonna like grab you and jump with you.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, Guy, I'm gonna say your like little perception roll from earlier is going to carry over here because you rolled so high. You notice those same shadowy figures occasionally in the crowd, very much like paying attention to you and Guy, very much knowing where you guys are. Or yeah, I said Guy. Sorry, you and oh my god, you and Dune.
Dude,
Yeah, you and Dude. Yeah.
Stop.
Guy and Dude.
The
just
boys
some
of the
guys
campaign.
being dudes.
Guys
Just some
being dudes.
dudes being guys. Some guys being gay.
Guys being dudes is their ship name.
Oh god.
Guy, Dune, I'm gonna say you guys make it back to the tea house first, and it kind of concerns you a little. I feel like you guys, even if you don't consider Raimu and Amira your friends, you'd be a little concerned if they're getting their asses beat by random people who you now owe money to.
Oh
But
yeah.
right when you start to get worried, you guys hear a thud from above. You guys look up. Raimu, holding Amira, has landed on the roof of the tea shop.
I was gonna say it's like a superhero, but that doesn't exist right now.
I think Amira will literally just go, "Oh, my hero."
Raimu has a blank face. Oh, I wasn't saving you. I was just making us go faster. You're very slow on roofs. And I think you might have died if you jumped some of these. You have very small legs.
You know, I'll take it in stride.
And Raimu's gonna scale back down the side of the building with you on her back again, I'm assuming, so you don't fall and die.
Yup.
Dune is looking at them like the suspicious homophobic dog.
That is crazy again. Why is Dune like a Republican? Like, what?
I know what you are.
You guys are back at the tea shop. You all are standing out front. Raimu's like, well, thank you. You can go now.
Ooh. About that, could I, like, I don't know. We're friends, right?
Oh, you're homeless. You're trying to couch surf.
Well, if you want to put it in simple terms, sure. But like I said before, I'm a very traveled person. I've been everywhere. And I don't know, maybe if I could stay the night at somewhere that has, food and water and a reason to not have to sleep very lightly, it would be really great.
Are just you homeless, or is everyone here homeless?
I forget. Was I getting a room with the job?
No.
Oh, interesting. I have 3 copper for an inn.
Oh, I've got a tour group
Where is your group?
somewhere.
Did you not have like a meetup spot?
Well, I might be able to find it on the map.
So where's the map?
I don't know.
Did we lose the map?
You all have lost Guy's map.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait, I have a map.
And
he
you present your map?
Yeah, he pulls out the map he just got.
Now,
Awesome.
Guy, it has none of the same markings yours did. Yours had like, this is where we're staying. This is where the ship dropped us off. This is none of that is on this map.
Yeah.
But there is that one spot that's circled.
Wait, where?
It's a circle in one of the outer rings.
Well, it's probably not it.
Where did you get this map?
Guy gave it to me. Not this guy, another guy. The dude who not Dune. God, this sucks. This sucks so hard. Okay. This is the worst. The man who helped me sign up for the fight gave this to me.
Raimu is going to take the map out of your hands and walk into the tea shop. I'm assuming you 3 stray cats follow her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If she's not closing the door?
And if she closes the door, then we're scratching it.
Yeah, no, she does not close the door. You can follow, all 3 of you can follow her if you choose. She is going to walk to one of the tables in the empty tea shop, lay out the map, reach into her bag, pull out the box, open the box where the flower is. She's going to look at it suspiciously and then start slamming it on the table full force until it shatters. Inside of a false bottom that was in the box is an identical map to the one you have, Dune.
Well, how'd you know about that?
If the house had a fake wall, maybe the box would have a fake wall. And they both have maps. It makes sense.
I mean, you were right.
In the house on the wall, there was a map that looked exactly like this, with the flower symbol on all these houses. I think we have to go there.
Like all of us?
Oh, you can? I wasn't inviting anyone, but if you wanted to follow, you could follow.
You said it like we were all going.
Is this you saying you want to go?
I'm not saying anything like that. We've just been doing everything else together. I assumed that we were just gonna keep running from the cops in a group.
Oh, I'm not running from the cops. I'm trying to find this flower.
I might be running from the cops.
You can run from the cops with Amera.
I mean, I'm not running from the cops. I just know the cops are following us.
Well, I would hate to cut off the fun here.
Well, who knows? Maybe the tour group really is there.
I mean, you never know.
Do all of you guys decide to go with Raimu to this mysterious place on one of the outer rings?
Oh, yeah.
Dune does technically have a job he has to get back to. If they're not concerned about that, then I guess he'll join.
Guy doesn't know where his tour group is.
So you have no other option.
He doesn't really have many other options. And I think he's still freaked out from earlier. So, yes, he is going.
We will leave in the morning. What do you all need to sleep?
Blanket, pillow.
Is this a ground sleep situation, or do we all get our own couches? Or do we have to fight for a couch? Because I will fight for a couch.
I'm sure you will.
Raimu's gonna lead you guys upstairs. Up on the second level of the tea shop is where her and her mentor live. There is also a secondary room that is fully set up to do tattoos. The house portion of the upstairs has 2 rooms, a kind of like a pseudo living room kind of area, and then the bedroom that has 2 bedrolls, one that is rolled up next to a small shrine, and then one that is obviously Raimu's, where Kyoko, her cat owl, is peacefully sleeping. She gets extra blankets and extra bedrolls for you guys, and she's trying to set you all up in the living room area. Specifically, like Dune and Amera, do you guys like fight over where you're sleeping? You nightmare children, or like what do you do?
I
Nah,
will.
I don't think Amira's super picky over something like that. I think she's just happy to be sleeping somewhere that doesn't have broken down doors, broken windows, has somebody actually living in it, so she doesn't have to be alert.
Well, Jesus, does she like want the better sleeping area? Because like, goddamn.
You all
Well,
are
I mean-
just a bunch of little like just a bunch of like little street rats, aren't you? Except for Guy.
Guy's like a purebred who accidentally got lost on a family trip.
Oh my god, like a little Disney movie.
Lock him in the
Yeah.
You
doghouse.
guys all are given the same kind of like blankets, pillows. Amira, you know, you can sleep wherever you want. Dune, you can sleep wherever you want. Guy, you can sleep wherever you want. Do any of you all have preferences? Someone sleeping closer to the stairs, someone sleeping closer to the window. What's the vibe?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Amira will take a corner if nobody else does.
Closest to the nearest exit, but facing the exit, so he can see the exit.
Guy just sleeps like normal.
No preference, just vibes.
Yep.
Guy, you might be you're learning about the Earth Kingdom right now, I would say, because unlike the beds and the Northern Water Tribe, this like blanket's super thin, bed is super thin, nothing is made of fur, very simple. Perhaps you're whimsied out by this cultural difference and you're having a great time.
I wonder if they're all like this.
Raimu is going to start by trying to sleep in the bedroom, and then very quickly that idea is not going to work, and she's going to end up dragging her bedroll out to be near you guys, and she's going to sleep right under the window. Amira, you have your pet, correct?
Yeah, of course.
And Guy, I believe you have a pet as well, right?
My pet?
And then Amira, Amira has the fun fox. Raimu has the cat owl. Guy, what do you have?
My polar bear scorpion?
And how big is your polar bear scorpion?
Small.
Scorpion size?
Yeah.
Would your polar bear scorpion would it wander around a bit at night?
Oh no.
No.
You know, I think scorpions are nocturnal.
Oh no.
Guy, you lay down to go to sleep, and after everyone's kind of quiet, it's like quiet for a few seconds, and then out of your pocket, your little guy crawls out. What's his name?
His name is Little Guy.
Is that how you said his name, Little Guy?
It wasn't, but it is now.
So Little Guy crawls out of your pocket. The horrifying scorpion polar bear that is scorpion sized, but with polar bear like bite strength.
Has Dune seen this thing yet?
None of you all have seen this thing yet.
Oh.
So,
Ugh.
but would any of you all notice, or would you only notice when it starts crawling up your leg?
Oh,
Ugh!
God.
Would we have been like falling asleep at this point, or?
Yes, and then I'm gonna say,
Oh,
you know what? Since you're the
yeah.
one talking, you
Oh,
feel
okay.
it.
Well,
You feel it around your ankle first. A little skittering feeling starts to go up your shin.
oh, yeah, she definitely feels not happy about that, and she almost starts bending, and then she realizes that she is in a room full of people who do not know her, and she does not know them, and then she rips off the blanket and tries to grab at whatever is crawling up her leg.
And you feel so many legs.
Uh,
Are you like freaking out? Are you making noise? Are you thrashing?
I feel like she's definitely going, what is that?
Dune is immediately like up and like in fight mode because he thinks that something terrible just happened, and he's like, "What's going on?" Like he says, "He's like, what's happening?" And
There's
then
something on me.
what's on you?
Is can she grab it?
Yeah, you feel lots of legs. And I'm
Can
gonna
she
say
see it?
your pet starts freaking out. Your falcon fox starts freaking out. Kyoko sees this thing and is instantly like sees it as food. So now Kyoko's diving at your hand and like scratching at your hand.
Hey!
Raimu's gonna get up and try to grab her cat owl.
What is this thing? And she's like holding it out in her hand towards the other two that she doesn't know.
Just holding it by the tail.
I guess.
That's disgusting. Whatever that is, that's disgusting. Don't bring that near me.
Oh, don't bring it near you?
Don't. I will throw sand in your eyes. Do not do that.
What's going on?
Do you know what this is?
How did you sleep through that?
Oh, it's little guy.
And little guy, he's so cute and excited. He has a polar bear face. He's so cute and he has these big old eyes.
Yeah, he gets out during the night, wanders around. Don't worry about him.
Can you take him back?
Can you lock it up?
What?
And never let me see it ever again?
Wow. Yeah, give me little guy. It's okay, little guy.
He's horrific!
Don't listen to what they say about you.
It opens its mouth like it's gonna like do like a, you know how polar bears kind of like have that like barking kind of thing. They will open its mouth like it's gonna bark, and instead it just goes like.
Incredible.
Ew.
You said it.
He was 2 seconds away from being Falcon Fox food.
Kyoko and Aura are on the same page. Kyoko wants to eat that thing so bad.
A little guy can hold up. Take care of himself.
Raimu is going to slowly let go of Kyoko. Where did you get that?
Home?
Is this a normal pet?
Yeah, totally normal.
Are you sure about that?
You do not know how many guys there are with polar bear scorpions in the Northern Water Tribe. It's like every other door.
Guy is an extremely common water tribe name. I don't doubt it.
What even is the purpose of that thing?
What? A little companion? What's the purpose of having friends?
My friends don't look like that.
My friends can offer me things other than that.
Like what?
I just look at him.
And you know what, Amira, when you say that, you know what? Little guy's gonna do a little flip.
No way.
No way.
He has a lot to offer.
Yeah. What do you say now?
Okay, now when you say flip, do you mean like backflip?
You know what? Yeah. That is an extremely talented pet.
Did it just do a backflip?
He knows lots of tricks.
Now
Does
it's
he
just
know the
gross
trick
and
of
knows
staying
acrobatics.
away?
Has anyone ever told you two that you all talk exactly the same?
Well, we did just meet today,
Hmm.
so I'm gonna say no on that one.
Can it do another flip?
Yes.
It does. I don't know why you rolled, but it does.
All right.
I think Amera just takes a deep breath and she just, as long as it doesn't crawl up me again, just, it's fine. But if it touches me, I'm going to let my pet eat it.
Like it could. The little guy's a trained killer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can't that thing, like, kill you?
But he's too nice.
He does another flip.
Yes.
I don't trust that thing.
Oh my God.
How can you not trust him?
All it's
He
showing
does
me is that it
flips.
has a lot of skills that I should not turn my back on.
And you know what? When you say that, it's gonna hop out of Guy's hand and start scuttering towards you.
I don't think anyone has ever seen
Ah, there he
Dune move
goes.
as quickly as this, but he's like on top of the nearest piece of furniture, like
I was just about to say, are there shelves on the wall? Are there things high up that Amira can jump onto?
I'll say there's like a coffee table, and then there's like a stand that has like a bunch of like artifacts and other like things from different nations on it. So you all climb what you can and try not to break anything. As this thing just like it just scutters across the floor.
call off your thing, call off your thing, call off your thing now.
Little guy, let's stop terrorizing the weak people.
Little guy looks so sad that no one likes him.
I know, little guy. They'll warm up to you.
Now, okay, my question is, this polar bear scorpion, it has a polar bear face. Does it have, like, multiple polar bear legs? And, like, a scorpion tail?
And an exoskeleton.
Oh! Wonderful. Just as horrific as I thought it was.
And the scorpion claws. Don't forget, scorpions have claws.
Oh, that's great!
Isn't he perfect?
The claws have claws on them. Like the claws have claws.
Oh, like polar
yeah.
bear claws?
Yeah.
Got
You
it.
have the pinchies, and then you also have nails on them. So they're extra pinchy.
Awful.
That thing is horrific.
They're just haters, little guy. Don't worry about it.
I am a proud hater.
And I'll hate till the day I die.
Little guy's gonna scutter back towards you, curl up in your hand for bed. He is nocturnal though, so no promises for the rest of the night.
Well, I'm not worried about it.
Is it possible for Amira to, like, curl up on wherever she's standing?
You all cannot sleep on top of the furniture.
Damn.
So you guys just crawl back into your bedrolls uncomfortably.
I think Amira is pulling the blanket as tight around her as physically possible to, like, remove any gaps of error where this thing could possibly crawl in. I think she's under the blanket too.
Dune just sleeps with all of his clothes and shoes on. He puts his shoes on.
Just in case.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Dune, I need you to roll for me.
Oh, why?
Just a d20. Just a sassy d20.
13.
Too low. So you
What?
so you are about to fall asleep when your paranoid mind, because you're so scared of this scorpion polar bear, you have convinced yourself that there is something like crawling on your leg.
He screams as loudly as possible. No hesitation.
And
Like
you grab your pillow,
loud girly scream.
and
Yeah.
you grab your pillow and you chuck it at where you think the feeling is coming from, but there's nothing on you. So the pillow just flies across the room and hits Amira right in the face.
Oh, why?
I swear to God that thing was on me. I swear to God that thing was on me, and I was not gonna have it.
And you had to throw a pillow at it?
Yeah, to get it off of me. I didn't want to touch it.
I didn't ruin anybody else's sleep.
Are you retaliating, Amira?
She's throwing the pillow back.
Oh, come on.
You did it first.
He looks really angry.
Is he throwing the pillow back? Is it retaliation, or do you accept it?
Yeah, but he throws it back, like with intent now. Not with the intent of fighting off a scorpion polar bear, but with the intent of fighting off Amira.
Amira, could you roll a quick focus to dodge for me?
That is with focus 10.
You duck down, the pillow sails over your head, sails over Guy's peacefully sleeping form. Guy's having a wonderful night. And it's going right for Raimu, and you think she's asleep, and you think she's facing the other way, but her arm just goes up in the air, and she grabs the pillow out of the air.
Yes.
And without even looking, she sends it right back to Dune. And I'm going to say Amira's high roll also goes for Raimu, and it gets Dune right in the face.
Yeah, let's go.
You all suck.
I'm not the one who threw a pillow first.
I was defending myself.
The bickering continues well on into the night. The sleep all of you get will vary based on how much you engage with the bickering, I guess is how I'll say that. But Raimu in particular, who does not turn around, who does not speak to any of you all might not know, if she's awake or not. And she'll never say it out loud. And she'll never really even admit it to herself. But she's really, really grateful that the house is not empty.